Terminal Time is a cutting-edge, audience-powered history engine combining mass participation, real-time documentary graphics, and artificial intelligence to bring to the screen the history the viewers deserve. Each half-hour cinematic experience has 3 sections, punctuated by questions to the audience. But first, the introduction.
With every new day, a new chronicle of history is born, arising from the ultimate design of the universe. Yet, there is not the slightest theoretical importance in a collection of facts or sequence of facts, unless they mean something in terms of reason, unless we can hope to determine their vital connection in the whole system of reality.
We, as citizens of history, are obliged to make and to be made by this system of reality. Since the beginning, and until the end of time.
Terminal Time stories are constructed by an artificial intelligence system that responds to viewer input as measured by an applause meter. The first section covers the years 1000 to 1750 AD.
What is the most pressing issue facing the world today? A. People are forgetting their cultural heritage. B. Machines are becoming smarter than people. C. It's getting harder to earn a living and support a family. D. People are turning away from God. The winner is D. People are turning away from God.
This audience response has activated the anti-religious rationalist point of view.
Scholar Frank-Ratchye Taylor has written,
"It is hardly too much to say that medieval Europe came to resemble a vast insane asylum."
While he was writing about sexual perversion induced by church oppression, his judgment stands more generally, not only for medieval Europe but for the world. For truly, this time was a long, dark night for truth and reason.
Given the current point of view, the machine will select events and rhetoric to make religion look bad.
Religion's long wake of foolishness and blood continued. Witness the sorrow of the Children's Crusade. In 1212, poor children in France spontaneously began marching to the sea. According to one contemporary chronicler,
their intention is to cross the sea, and there, where the powerful kings had failed, they would retake the sepulchre of Christ.
The second set of questions introduces the possibility of a sub-theme, such as race in this case. Section 2 takes the story up to 1950.
A. All men are created equal. B. Better living through technology. C. Let the rich provide for the poor. D. Religion is the opium of the masses. The winner is A. All men are created equal. The Enlightenment made the 18th century the age of reason. Thinkers such as Hume and Diderot threw the sharp light of reason onto religious belief and found it wanting. As scholar M. Hazard has written,
"It was more than a reformation the 18th century demanded. It was the total overthrow of the cross, the utter repudiation of the belief that man had ever received direct communication from God. What the critics were determined to destroy was the religious interpretation of life."
The Enlightenment also gave rise to the modern concept of human rights.
The final set of questions selects a mood for the closing 50 years of the millennium. Here, the ideological position of the narrative is expressed in the most extreme forms.
Amazing technological advances flowed from the minds of the scientists. In England, one of the first computers was built to crack military codes. At the radiation lab at MIT, radar was developed, allowing ships and planes to see through night and fog. And some of the greatest physicists in the world developed the atomic bomb, perhaps the ultimate symbol of science and progress. When the atomic bomb shined the light of reason on Japan, the war was over.
Another audience might set the recombinant history engine in a totally different direction, highlighting narratives about race and colonialism, or technology and class, or gender and difference. The possible spins and narrative refinements are endless.
Available to any patron of new technology.
How does terminal time work? After each set of questions is answered, the engine identifies rhetorical goals that will satisfy the point of view expressed via the applause meter. As it pursues these goals, the system chooses historical events from a knowledge base, slants them to prove its point, and connects them together into a narrative. Once the narrative has been constructed, the system chooses video imagery to illustrate the story.